Do these two covers seem to tell a different story to you? We all know how important the art of TTRPG books is. I mean, I don't know about you, but I can't count the number of times that I have bought a TTRPG book just because the art was gorgeous. The art is not only pretty, but it tells the story about what you can expect from that game, or at least it should. So let's compare the artwork of two books from two systems. D&D and Pathfinder both recently put out new editions. They're both kind of more reworkings of the previous edition. D&D 2024, Pathfinder 2e Remaster. So let's take a look at the art of the player books. Here's the art of the new PHB for D&D, including the alternate cover. Here's the art from the player core books of Pathfinder 2e Remastered. Do these two covers seem to tell a different story to you? The D&D one, depending on which one you're looking at, either looks cozy or looks like an absolute power fantasy where the PCs here aren't really struggling. You can barely even see the enemies that they're fighting. It isn't about the enemies or the fight. The art is about them being heroes and epic. They have a gold dragon as an ally. The Pathfinder art, on the other hand, tells a very different story. Yeah, the PCs look really cool, but they definitely aren't dominating these fights. And the monsters are a big part of the art. Or how about this section, which is one of the interior arts of the player core? Here, the heroes are fighting, but they're actually being kind of overwhelmed by these kobolds. And there's this big, scary monster on the other page that they haven't even started fighting yet. Despite the fact that Pathfinder and D&D are very similar games. Both Dungeons & Dragons and Pathfinder are high fantasy stories, high fantasy games. Pathfinder was actually originally a homebrew, basically, of Dungeons & Dragons. So given that, why do you think that the art of these two books tells such a drastically different story?